Welcome everyone to our training meeting. So apologies, Renata and Aston. Minutes of previous meeting, not applicable. Business arising, also not applicable. General business, we have, so I'm going to go through signing into MS Teams, chat functions, creating a meeting schedule, starting meetings and conference calls, sharing files in cloud storage, and extra apps and extensions. And then at the end, I'll ask you if you have any questions. All right, so let's get started. So, to begin with, signing into, make sure you talk up. So signing into Microsoft Teams, I've actually already signed in, but basically when you sign in, it'll ask you if you want to sign in or sign up, and you just sign in with either your Microsoft account, or you would put in your email and your phone number or those details to sign into the app, and then it would ask you if you want to download the desktop app or use the web version. So we're using the desktop app at the moment, and I'll start by going through the interface. So at the top corner here, we have your account. You can set a status here, so you can either be available, busy, do not disturb, offline, so pretty much you can change it however you need. You can also change how long it stays like that. And you can also put a message just so people know what's going on. In this same area, you also have your settings. Here you also have keyboard shortcuts. So if you go here, it has a giant list of all the keyboard shortcuts that you could follow to make things a bit easier. In here, you've also got your settings. So if you open this up, you'll see you've got your theme. You can change it to either dark mode, high contrast, all that kind of stuff, make it more compact. Basically just to customize it to your preference. And you've also got all these other settings that you can change things in the app. So here you've got app permissions. You can change the permissions, whether people are allowed to access these things or not. And you've also obviously got many other settings for many things. So besides in that, we'll move on to the chat functions. So basically, to create a chat, the easiest way to do it is to press this little box in this corner up here. You click on that, it'll bring you to, well, pretty much here, and then you can just type in the name of anyone that you want to start a chat with. So just like this person, pretty much here you can say this, and then you just send like a text message. And then down here you also have all of your chat functions. So basically you can format it, insert images, create a meeting, all that stuff. Up here you can also add an app into the chat if you want to collaborate on something with the person you're talking to. And up here you've also able to call them, and you can also add more people to the chat by just putting in their name here as well. So it's chat functions, and you can also pop out the chat like this so that you can move it around while you use the rest of the app. Okay, so besides that, I'll move on to creating well, in here you've got teams. So if I was in a team, if I was able to create teams, I fortunately don't have the settings to be allowed to, but here you'd pretty much put in a code that would be given to you by your manager or something, and if this wasn't like this here, you would have create a meeting, and then on the other side would be another function, which I think would be to add people to it. In here is assignments. Basically, I can't use this function either because I don't have the permissions, but the teachers could start an assignment, and students could go in here to easily keep track of what's due. In here you've got your calendar. So one of the main functions of the calendar is obviously keeping track of things that are upcoming. But if you look in this corner up here, you can create a new meeting. So basically, you can also create a webinar or a live event. But for a basic meeting, you'll click schedule meeting, and then it'll bring up a bunch of details here. So you can add in the title, you can just say test. Here you can type in people you want to send the meeting out to. In here you can schedule the date that you would need that the meeting would take place, and the duration that it would take as well. also set if it repeats on a yearly, weekly basis, or just a custom amount. Here you can also add a channel which the meeting will go into, location of where the meeting will be, and then here you can just type more details with some functions to make it look presentable. So we won't set a meeting right now, so we'll just discard. But that's how you would create a meeting. Besides that, you've also got this Meet Now function, which is how you would start a meeting straight away. So you can either get a link and share it to people so they can join on their own platform, or here we can start a meeting. So we'll start a meeting, bring up this interface. And in here, you've got a lot of functions if we get into a meeting first. So you can adjust your audio, you can pick if it's going to be the computer, room audio, or not any audio. So we'll just click now, join now. And then here you can invite people. So you can copy the meeting link, or you can just add participants straight into it. So we won't add any at the moment. Basically up here you've got most of your functions. Here you've got showing the participants, so if there were more people in here, it'd be all listed here. You can also search for them in here. Here you've got the chat functions, so here you can type a message in between when the meeting is taking place, you can see them at any time. And you've also got the same chat functions as I showed you before. In here you've got reactions, which basically let you show how you're feeling about whatever's going on in the meeting without actually having to say anything. So you can also raise your hand. So if we do that, we'll come up here, and then you see I've raised my hand. So that's how you do that. Here we have breakout rooms. So basically this is if you want to divide everyone into some groups where they have to complete some tasks. You can either automatically do it where the teams will automatically divide everyone up into groups depending on how many numbers there are, or you can manually change the amount that go into each one. So we can do manually, say we're creating rooms. Yep, and then you'd have the room here, and if you had more rooms, they'd just be listed on here. We'll cancel that for now. Get rid of that. And then in here, you've got many more details on how to change the meeting. So up here we have full screen. We can start recording the meeting. We can start a transcription, which will automatically transcript the audio that's taking place. You can also have a look at more meeting options in here. So you can make sure everyone can hear you. So you can allow mic or disable camera and mic functions for everyone in the meeting. And you can also let them bypass the lobby if you don't want them to have to wait before they join the meeting. Get out of that. And then in here as well, so here you've got turning off the functions in audio and video. And then here you've got help functions for if you need any more help. It just brings up the website, Microsoft. So besides that, you've also got here is screen sharing. So if you click on this, basically it will let you show either if you've got one screen or if you've got two monitors, it'll let you show either of them. And you can also upload files onto the meeting from here. And you can also include the sound. So besides that, that's most of the chat functions. And here you can also choose to either just leave the meeting, or if you're hosting, you can just end it. So we'll end it there. So besides that one, after that we have oh yeah, so you can also move these around however you like. So if you want your files to be up here, you can change that around. So we'll go on to calls for now. So to start a call, it's similar to a chat. You pretty much just type in the name of the person you want to call, click on here, and then you can just click call. And then if you want to click this one, it would become a video call, and you would have the same functions as is available in the meetings. So you can also choose to, if I had contacts here, you could add them all into a conference call. You can do the same by typing multiple names into here. So if we type these two, yep, so start a call and then instantly it's a conference call. So then over here you've also got speed dial. Basically you can add numbers to here which will always be there available so you can call people very quickly. Besides that, we have the next one is files. So in here is where everyone using the app can share their files. So here are my recent files. So these are whatever I'm working on. And then here is where everyone would save their files. So you can see all the files that everyone's working on. Very easy, so you can collaborate and make sure that you know what files are being worked on. Down here you've also got add cloud storage. So basically if you open this up, you can add a different cloud storage software. So I'm using OneDrive, but if we wanted we could add Ignite, which is another one similar to OneDrive. Just more functionality pretty much. So besides that, we've also got, down here you've got the apps that you can add into the software. So if we go to more apps, it'll bring us down to this icon here. And basically this is the Microsoft Store for where you can either purchase, download, or even add in your own apps. So for example, YouTube, you could add that as an app, and then people can refer to YouTube videos if they need help on something, like say Microsoft. You've also got approvals. So this one basically lets you approve work quicker and more streamlined. So if you add it in, it'll basically allow everyone to save their files into this, and then whoever's having a look at them will be able to mark them quicker basically. So yeah, and then to do that you pretty much just press add, or here you can also add it into a team, a chat, or a meeting. So it's got a lot of functionality in that regard. So besides that, down here you've also got the help, and this is also just brings you to the Microsoft website where you can ask the community for some advice, or get training on Microsoft Teams further. So that's pretty much the most basic introduction to Microsoft Teams. And yes, so does anyone have any questions?
Yeah. What are some of the functions available in the chat?
So some of the functions available in the chat, I will give you a quick preview right now. So if we go into the chat right here, down here we have all the functions available. So first one here is basically just the basic Word functions that allow you to change how your document looks. So you can make it bold, italic, indent, all those sorts of things. Even add tables. So you've got lots of functionality. Pretty much anything that you would normally do in Word, you can do there. Here you can also change the importance of your message. So it can be urgent, and then people will be notified, or add an exclamation mark, which will make it seem important. Here you've got uploading files, so from OneDrive or your computer. Again, here you can add loop components, which basically is a thing that goes into the chat where everyone can edit it on there if they want to. Here you've got emojis and stickers, just everything. That GIFs, obviously, to highlight your message. Stickers. Again, meeting. So right here, you can create a meeting inside a chat. This button right here. Here you've got stream, which basically allows you to put a video stream into the chat so that people can easily access it. Here you've got praise. So this is basically a function that allows you to send praise to people if they've done good on work, or if they've done an assignment very well. Oh, so actually, we'll let that load for a second. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, add the message in here, you can add a badge, change this so it can be optimism, all these different things. And you can change who it's sent to. So, get rid of that one. In here, you've got app extensions, so you can also add, put the apps in here that you want people to be able to access quicker. And then in here you've got updates. So this allows you to create a thread where everyone can see what updates are happening within the organization. So basically you've got monthly update, staff handoff, all these different things, incident report. So it really helps you be able to maintain workflow. And then in this little 3 dots, you've also got more apps that would be available in the in the application. questions?
Oh yeah, it's easy. How many people can join the meeting?
So at the moment the cap is about 250, but if you want to get it extended, you can contact Microsoft and ask them to raise the limit, but unfortunately it'll cost a little bit more money.
Oh, thank you.
But, yeah. Any other questions?
Yes, it's Renata. How do you access Whiteboard during a meeting?
So, the way to access Whiteboard during a meeting. So, if we were to go quickly start a meeting, we'll go to, where is it? Calendar. So, start a meeting. Straight into here. Join now. So, you go into more, theme. Yep, so you're onto more, and then you click on meeting notes, and then here's actually where you can take notes during the meeting, so very helpful for if you need to keep track of anything that is being said in the meeting. And then in here, you look up the top, you can see whiteboards right there. So if you click on this, it'll start loading it up. And then you can either choose to make it so only you can edit, or you can make it a collaborative whiteboard where everyone can edit it. So pretty much come in here, and you've got all these sort of functions. You've got a highlighter, various pens. Looks like this one's sort of a galaxy color. And then yeah, ruler. And again, you've also got text, more notes, shapes, reactions, images, documents. So whiteboard is pretty much got all the same functions that chat and the normal meetings have. So yeah, yeah. There's lots more functions in there. But the more we go into it, the more advanced it gets. Oopsie. Okay. I think I just put out that. Oopsie. Oh no, I've found it closed. Okay. Any more questions? No? Alright, that is no worries. So I've just got a quick survey that I'll ask you guys to quickly fill out regarding my team training vision. Right, and that concludes the meeting. We will talk about the next meeting at a further date, and meeting closed at, I think it is 11:30. Thank you for coming to my meeting.